So far, we've put together the visual part of our scenes. But before we continue, let's discover how TilBuci manages navigation and interaction in movies. Open the first scene of the movie. Remember that we already included an action in it, the one to display the background image. What we want now is to create an action that will be executed when the Start button is clicked to open the next scene. To do this, click the button image to select it. Then, in the right menu, open the Actions tab and click the Trigger Actions button. Trigger actions allow us to include behaviors that will be executed when an image is clicked or tapped. Click the plus button and, under Action Groups, select Movie and Scene Handling. In the list on the right, select Load a Scene and click the Create Action Block button. This action requires one parameter, the scene to open. Select the first question and click the Set Action Block button. Back in the Actions window, click the OK button to finish. Now let's save and publish our scene and test it. Notice that when you click the button, the next scene loads and the background image remains. This happens because the background displayed by an action remains visible until we change it to another. Close the test window and let's now check the test in portrait view. Note that the button action is valid even for this vertical screen. Unlike the size and position of the images, the actions applied to them are valid for both screen ratios. Let's open the next scene in the editor. In it, we want to record the visitor's choice when they click on one of the faces. To do this, we'll use a variable. Variables are pieces of information we can record for future use, such as a number. Open the Scene Properties window and go to the Start Actions tab. As we already know, here are the actions to be executed when the scene is opened. Let's create a variable called Choice and store the value 0 in it. This way, whenever the scene is accessed, the value of choice will be set to 0. Click the plus button, select the Integer Values Actions and Conditions action group, select Set an int variable, and click the Create Action Block button. This action requires two parameters. The first is the variable name. Enter choice. The second is the value to be set. Enter 0. To finish, click the Set Action Block button. When you return to the Properties window, click Set Properties. Remember to save your scene. Now, let's click on the green face image to assign the action. Click the Trigger Actions button in the right menu. Here we want two actions. First, set the value of our variable to 1, and then open the next scene. You can include as many actions as you like. They will be executed in the order indicated. The first action is the same one we used at the beginning of the scene, just changing the value of choice to 1. Note that after adding the action, the plus button remains just below it. Click it again to add the second action, opening the next scene. Let's now add the same actions to the other two face images, setting the choice value to 2 for the yellow one and 3 for the red one. Let's publish our scene and test it. The variable definition isn't visible, but you'll notice that clicking on one of the faces opens the next scene. Notice that the starry background isn't displayed. The action to display it is in the first scene of our movie. Let's open this scene and test it again. You'll see that you can navigate to the second question. In this video, we saw how to use simple actions to navigate between scenes and how to define variables. In the next video, we'll edit the second question and learn how to allow visitor input. For more information on actions, check out the related video in the playlist about creating a content kiosk.